Hi there, this is Adventure Rider Pandit Fakir Yogi Brand Yogi. Beloved friends, he is my other friend Mr. Robert on a YouTube channel, Be the Boss of Your Own Motorcycle. And here is a concept, preload, and that is directly connected to friction zone technology. Also my friend Andrei Bodrov on Moto Control. I have contacted all these great men who have really mastered the skill of riding heavy to heavy bikes, the adventure bikes, 700 pound, 500 pound and so on and so forth. And when I bought one such bike, I was dropping the bike very frequently and it was really a scratch on my heart. And it was very embarrassing. It was very painful experience. Then I contacted these great friends and I could master the friction zone technique. It is also followed by preloading. As you know, my friend, our bikes are just some heavy metals, plastics, so many composites and so many varieties of fuel, but they don't have their own intelligence. We are the intelligent people who drive such heavy bikes. So we have to learn the skill, and the skill is that keep the machine loaded with power, that is preloading. You have to keep on giving the fuel slightly above the idle position by controlling the throttle, and you have to engage your clutch so that the power is flowing from the engine through your chain to your rear wheel. And you know, the bike has a tendency not to fall. Once there is a power, it will never drop, it will never pit down, and it will never stall also, dear friends. But the beginners, one who have not experienced the friction zone technique or preloading experience, sometimes they don't supply enough power to the engine. The heavy bikes tilts, it's very difficult that you can stop it falling or stalling by just your legs. Even you can fracture your ankles, your knees and all these. So I really thanks Mr. Robert and Mr. Andrei Bodrov and so many great friends, Moto Tetsu, that these people are rendering great service to the people who want to be great riders in the adventure segment of our riding pleasure. Now you see what my friend is defining. Preload is what? Engaging the throttle to raise the RPM above the idle and holding the throttle there with the clutch pulled in. When I mean clutch pulled in, means clutch is really in action. It is not neutral. If you pull the clutch completely, it will be zero. Whatever throttle power you are giving, whatever RPM you are giving, the power will not flow to rear wheel. So you have to keep that in the friction zone. Means it is transferring power to the rear wheel through the chain. If you make power to the rear wheel available for the idle immediately when the clutch is operated in the friction zone. Now dear friends, what happens? I am never afraid. Even I raise to the higher RPM and I tap that much power only what is required to keep my bike moving. These problems we encounter when we are making U-turn basically at slow speed. There if you are not giving enough power to the bike will be tilted also when you are turning. Depending on the radius, the faster the bike, the more tilting is there, the more power is required. So that is only I want to talk about preloading and friction zone. And I thank you Robert and Andrei Bodrov for such a beautiful video which you have shared with us. Thank you viewers.